The techniques for luring deer are a crucial part of hunting, requiring profound knowledge, patience, and skill. Successful hunting often depends on a hunter's ability to effectively attract deer, bringing them closer to the hunting position and providing the right opportunity. Below, we will discuss in detail the techniques for luring deer, including the use of sound, scents, food, hunting location, and timing, among other aspects. Deer calls. Deer calls are a highly effective method for luring deer. By mimicking the calls of male or female deer, hunters can attract nearby deer. This typically requires the use of deer call simulators to replicate different deer vocalizations, such as mating calls, warning calls, or fawn distress calls. Correctly using deer calls requires a certain level of skill and practice. Different types of deer calls can be used to attract deer of different genders and ages. Deer scents. Deer scents like urine and gland secretions can simulate the scent of deer, attracting other deer to investigate or respond. These scents are often available for purchase in stores and can be placed near the hunting location to increase allure. Different types of deer scents can be used to simulate various deer situations, such as mating season or alertness. Deer baits. Deer baits are food items used to attract deer and can be scattered at the hunting site. These baits can include corn, apples, acorns, and other foods that deer commonly consume. Baits can be homemade or purchased, but ensure they are used within legal and ethical frameworks in compliance with local regulations. Different types of food and flavors of baits can attract different deer species. Hunting location. Choosing the right hunting location is also crucial for luring deer. Typically, hunters select locations near deer habitats, travel routes, watering sources, or feeding areas. Understanding deer habits and activity areas is essential for choosing the hunting location. Additionally, appropriate blinds or hunting stands can provide concealment to avoid detection by deer. Hunting time. Selecting the appropriate hunting time is a key factor in successfully luring deer. Usually, dawn and dusk are the most active times for deer, making these periods the best hunting times. Hunters should enter their hunting location quietly well in advance to avoid disturbing nearby deer. Maintain silence and concealment. Deer have keen hearing and a strong sense of smell, so hunters need to remain quiet, avoid making noise, and prevent the dispersion of items with strong odors that could scare off potential prey. When using hunting blinds or tree stands, pay attention to quiet movement and equipment. Optical aids. Hunters can use optical devices such as binoculars and spotting scopes to assist in observing deer activity. These devices can help determine the gender, age, and size of potential targets to decide whether they are worth aiming for. Continuous observation and waiting. Hunting requires great patience, and hunters often need to observe and wait continuously until the right opportunity presents itself. Continuous observation and waiting are key to hunting success. It's important to note that hunting must adhere to legal regulations and hunting permit requirements. Hunting is an activity that requires caution and respect for wildlife, and hunters should always be mindful of wildlife conservation and sustainability. These luring techniques should be used within legal, ethical, and sustainable frameworks to ensure the protection of wildlife and the safety of hunting. By delving into these luring techniques through in-depth research and practice, hunters can increase their chances of hunting success while gaining a better understanding of and respect for the ecosystems of nature.